people think that the Most High is at war with the devil, and he hates the devil, right? He's the in Revelations, the dragon is going to come out of the pit, and that's the devil, and he's gonna slay him with a sword or something, like some like Siegfried or something, like one of these fairy tales. But now that devil is dealing with the so-called white man. That dragon is dealing with the so-called white man. It's a metaphor. Okay. Was that it on that? I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. All right. Revelations 18.
Con. This is Revelations chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
Mm-hmm.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
So, for all the Hebrew Israelites watching, this word devil here is not dealing with the white man. Okay, this is actually animals and beasts of the field, like it says it'll be dwelling. Only the beast of the field is going to be in America after it's been destroyed. Okay, dealing with Babylon the Great after its destruction. All right, but go ahead.
Con. Let's see here. Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
So like that's dealing with the doctrine, the philosophy that America has pushed upon all the nations of the earth. All the various kingdoms have come to America and are most of these kingdoms are running off of something from the West, from some Western philosophy, maybe alliance or in cahoots with the white man in some way, shape, or form. Okay, and especially in what's the word for it? In oppressing the Israelites. All right, but go ahead with that.
Con. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
So come out of her, my people, so you don't be partakers in this final judgment that's coming to America. All right, go ahead.
And that ye receive not of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven.
So basically, don't be a follower to this wicked society known as American society. All right, come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High gave you, and the reason that we're in this in this predicament we're in right now. All right, just come back to your true nationality and heritage, so that we could finally go home as a nation. All right, go ahead. Instead of being burnt burnt alive, the eyeballs out your sockets in this place, that doesn't love you anyway. That never did anything for a black, Hispanic, Native American, but take. Okay, go ahead.
Con. I start at verse 5. And it says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities."
So God's remembering their iniquities, right? Like he said, uh, don't forget the iniquities of their fathers or their mothers, right? In Psalms. Go ahead.
Verse 6. "Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her Salakia, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled, fill her with double."
So
Verse 7.
so everything that they've done unto us, unto the black, Hispanic, Native American, we're finna do back unto them. We're finna give them the a double take of that. All right. Twice the bondage, twice the injustice, twice the murder, twice the everything that they've done unto us in the kingdom of heaven when Yahweh Shai comes back, okay, to rule this earth. They're going to get double for everything that they've done unto us. All right, go ahead.
Verse 7. How much how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
There we go.
Therefore,
See, that's why Trump isn't that bad of a president, right? Trump is a pretty good devil, all right, because he just lays it out clear. He breaks down this whole verse and saying, "Make America great again," all right, saying that America is this great place, okay? It's the greatest place on the planet Earth, okay? Calling these other countries, s-hole countries, you know, making America high in regard, high in esteem, with the nations. No, I remember, was it Nicki Minaj? She's saying that before she got over to America, she thought America was just castles and it was gold everywhere and all this fairy tale stuff is going on over here. But nah, we're being oppressed over here. But they make it seem that way, and they may live that way. All right, but we're catching we're catching hell here. Okay.
I got a precept too, because in a nutshell, this is basically how America feels. Well, Edomites is white people. This is how they feel anyway. They're very proud people. You know what I'm saying? They basically saying who gonna take us down, who basically gonna test my gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
And
right.
Yahweh, and Yahweh is gonna test their gangster. You know what I'm saying? So this is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 29. Let's get there.
Jeremiah 50.
Yep, Jeremiah 50, 29.
All right.
Time. And it says, "Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape." So basically saying that don't let none of these missiles escape from hitting America, basically, right? Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done. Do unto her, for she have been proud against Yahweh, against the Holy One of Israel. verse 30. Yeah, I jump down to let me see, verse 31. And it says, "Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud." Because, these Edomites, they are the most proud people on the face of the earth. Uh, Saith Yahweh, power of hosts, for thy days come, the time that I will visit thee. Verse 32. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall rise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour him round about. So that was going back into, in Malachi, when it says that, the heathen was going to build, and the Most High was going to throw it back down.
Mm-hmm. Con. All right. Back in Revelation.
Con. This is Revelations chapter 18, verse 8, correct? Yeah, 8.
Yeah, you can.
And it says, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, and mourning, and famine, and and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is Yahweh power who judgeth her." Verse 9. "And the kings of the earth, who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning."
So these Edomites are going to be destroyed, and the kings of the earth are going to mourn for her. They're going to think back upon the days where America was great, okay, where the Constitution stood strong and the American flag never went down in the wars, right? They're gonna think back to the good old days of America, right? But they're going to be thrown down as well, because they're going to be gathered down to the valley as well, so we could put them in slavery, because all nations have taken part in this in our captivity. Okay, they're not going to escape the double cup as well. All right.
All right, and this is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 1. "Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith Yahweh power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh."
So Mount Seir is basically the capital of Edom, because the Most High refers to a nation by their capital at some points in the Bible. Okay, so this is still talking about the Edomites, judgment. Okay, go ahead.
"Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee."
So because Edom has dealt with the nation of Israel so cruelly as they have, now it's going to come back on them. Now that judgment is going to come back around to them. All right, go ahead, keep going.
"And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword.
All
I will
right.
make
No, keep going.
I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas Yahweh was there. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel.
So,
Thank
so the nation of Edom was gonna know the Most High when the judgment finally came against them. All right. Go ahead.
They are laid desolate. They are given us to consume. Thus, with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus saith Yahweh, power, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate.
Right.
As Khan.
So, yeah, that's basically it on that. The nation of Edom was going to get that blood pursued after them, right? Bring out verse 6 again.
Khan. Salakia. You said verse 6?
Yeah.
Khan. This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. If thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
So since they haven't hated blood, since they haven't hated mistreating the Israelites so harshly that they have, it was going to pursue them. And we could see some of this stuff happening in these present times, because what's going around? The judgment that they did upon us, right? Here's a story from June 16th, 2016. All right. It says Slovakia. All right. So it says Disney Gator attack 2-year-old boy found dead. All right. So this is a case dealing with an alligator that attacked a 2-year-old little white kid right here. See?
Khan.
So when we dealing with this, we recognize that the Most High is bringing that judgment back on them, because what did they do to us? They fed our babies to alligators. All right, they fed our babies to alligators to get their gator skin, whatever they had, whatever they wanted. Okay, so it's just a beautiful thing to see that it's happening to little white devils like this. All right. Just proving that the Most High keeps his word with the children of Israel. Okay. But yeah, go ahead to the Jeremiah 49:12.
Khan. This is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 12. For thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that Salakia, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
Right. So like these Edomites be speaking when we were out on the streets, right? That they weren't the ones that were back there during in our hardcore bondage. They wasn't the ones that were whipping our backs. They weren't the ones doing all these things. But what does it say? Bring that out again.
Con. Salakia. It's Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 12. For thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken.
So the Israelites were never supposed to drink of the cup of the Lord's wrath. Okay, that's what that's going into. But since we've transgressed the laws, since we've been subjugated to the white man, we've drunken of that cup. All right, go ahead.
Con. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
So
thou shalt. Salaki.
So they're the ones that gave us that cup to drink. They're the ones that gave us the all this oppression and bondage and slavery. What's the word I'm looking for? They basically treated us like hell, right? For no good apparent reason. And the Most High is asking, like, do you think y'all are going to go unpunished for treating my chosen people like this? Go ahead.
Thou shalt surely, Salakia. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
So yes, you guys are definitely going to drink of this cup. Okay. Let's go to another one. This is one of my favorites as of recent. Okay. Let's see. Boom. All right. So you know how the when we were in slavery, they used to as a form of punishment for slaves for different things that they would do, like running away, for example. When they would catch them, they would sometimes put them on public display, hang them, and burn them at the stake, right? With all the little Edomites gathered around. Actually, let me see if I can get a picture of that. Let's see. Like this, right there. Right, so you got this brother burning in the center with all these white people standing around, all these devils standing around him, right? Let's see how great the Most High is, though. I hope you can hear Ak.
Time.
Oh my god, please God. Please God. Oh my god. Oh my god, please leave the horses there. Please God, please. Okay, this tunnel.
should. We're gonna.
We should go back home. We should go back home.
We're gonna get out, okay? We're gonna leave.
But we're gonna get fired.
No, we're gonna get out of here. And we'll come back when it's, more Princess Poppy, okay?
Princess Poppy gonna take the fire.
Can you hear me out?
Time.
Oh, okay.
All
Just
right.
making sure.
So I just wanted to play that briefly, but you get the gist of it, right? So the Most High is bringing these basically burning all these Edomites that are living in California up. Okay, just like they used to do to us. I think it was about 100 in this particular one. Yeah, fatalities. Yeah, about 100. But yeah, the Most High is bringing that judgment back upon Edom. All right, for what they've done to us. Get 2nd Ezra 5:42.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 42. And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring. Like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first.
Right. So this is basically that principle that everyone knows as karma, right? What goes around comes around. I will liken my judgment unto a ring. Like there is no slackness of the last, there is no swiftness of the first. So even though it might not come swiftly or speedily, that judgment is surely coming. Just because we're not seeing it on a mass scale right now, it's surely going to come. Okay. So that basically concludes the lesson. I hope brothers was edified. But with that, I want to say all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.
Shalom.